All right. Let's see if we're live this time. Can you hear me now? Maybe there's sound problems. All right, here we go. We're live now, guys. Thanks so much for jumping in on this special edition of Ask Yankee Bank Failure Edition. I'm sorry for the audio problems there. This was a last second, and I do mean second live stream. I wanted to jump on here because I'm getting all kinds of emails, texts, DMs. Oh my word, my inbox blew up today. People were saying, Yankee, did you see what happened? What does this mean? So I wanted to go live tonight, maybe just for a little while. Yes, audio is on. I can hear. Wow, guys, I am so sorry. So thanks. Bank runs coming, incoming. Yes. Woohoo. All right. Let me ask you right now, real quick. How many of you were over at Salivate Metals live stream? Put Sal in the chat. SAL, Sal. I just want to know how many of you popping over from Sal's live stream. Silvergate, bye-bye. Yes, Silvergate. First one to go down earlier this week. Silvergate. I wish it wasn't called that, but Silvergate is or was a bank that really catered to the crypto community. So no real shock there, but the big shock was Silicon Valley Bank, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. All right, there we go. I see a lot of Sal. Sal. I love Sal. Sal's the man, and I can't wait. I really do want to have a collaboration with him again. It's been too long. Uncle Sam, he is the godfather of the stacking community and a guy I truly look up to. I wanted to be like him 5 years ago, I should say, when I was, considering starting a YouTube channel. He was the guy I like to watch. So, where did you announce the 100 GA winner? I have not announced it. So let me say this, probably say it at least 37 or 38 times during this live stream. As I said in the announcement video, the gold giveaway is March 16th. That Thursday, not yesterday. Okay, so hopefully you guys have all entered. Put in a special comment in the previous video that I dropped. Hopefully you did. Sup, everyone? Good to have you in here. How many do we have? We have 309. That's not bad for an impromptu last-second live stream. So Ask Yankee is usually about me asking or answering questions that you may have about silver and gold, but I do want to talk about what happened, late last night, early this morning, because this is not good. Okay. This is shades of 2008. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember, or were old enough at that point to remember what really went down during the financial crisis and the global financial crisis and the Great Recession, I should call it, 2008, 2009. It was pretty crazy back then. How many of you remember Washington Mutual, WAMU? How many of you out there? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember WAMU. And I have a few. Hold on a second. I need to turn off a couple things here. This is the problem going just lickety-split into a live stream. You realize, certain things were not turned on, turned off, all that kind of stuff. So that's why I had the audio problems. Let's see here. Let's turn that off. Yeah. And I will have the call line open because I think the call line would be fun tonight. Some of you might have some specific questions for me. But that was a very interesting time. See, I see ones, a lot of ones, lots of ones. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Washington Mutual was the largest bank to collapse during that time, and it really sparked the entire dominoes that we know of the financial crisis. And what we're seeing now is the 16th largest U.S. bank, and a real tech industry favorite collapse. So what happened? Silicon Valley Bank announced that they needed to get some money and get some money fast. So that they were actually liquidating some stock. They were doing everything they could because there was a crisis in their bank. And what happened is the California Department of Financial Protection, something, I forget exactly what it was, but said that it was taking over the bank. They had to have the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation come in and basically act as a receiver or put the bank into receivership. But really interesting. Normally, they look for other larger banks to come in and rescue the smaller banks, right? They say, oh, we're if there's some investors to come in, they can come. They didn't do that this time. FDIC actually started or opened up a brand new bank. All right. And that is pretty unprecedented. And it shows how fast this thing went down. This was not expected. Unlike the Silvergate Bank, that was planned, or they knew that was coming. They did not know this was coming, and it went really quick. And there was a run. There was a good old-fashioned, updated, of course, for the 21st century run on the bank. People wanted their assets out of there, their deposits. They wanted to get it out. And I saw one article. Actually, I'm going to switch over really quick. This one caught my eye. Check this out. Silicon Valley Bank's Manhattan branch calls the cops on investors trying to pull their cash out. As a Boston tech CEO with $10 million in the bank described it as the, quote, worst 18 hours of my life. So it was a run. These are people trying to get their stuff, the money out. Now, let me explain how this works a little bit. The FDIC insures bank deposits up to $250,000. After that, there's other options, and I think there's going to be a few options that are going to be offered up to those who have more than $250,000. And these are big companies that were investing in this bank. So venture capital companies that have a lot more than $250,000. So they're figuring out exactly what to do for those entities, but they only guarantee up to that much. That's it. And that may sound like a lot. It sounds like a lot to me, $250,000. But understand that the FDIC is really backing up all the accounts nationwide on all the different banks. So, it's a pool of deposits that dwarf the amount of insurance that the FDIC has. In fact, it's really about 2 cents for every dollar that is on deposit. That's it. So you could see why they would be very concerned about this becoming a contagion, starting a domino effect a la 2008. It just really is concerning. Take a look at this chart too. I found this kind of interesting. You could see the biggest banks here. The biggest bank, JP Morgan, obviously, Bank of America, Citibank. These are the big guys, right? Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. And there is Silicon Valley Bank. So that kind of shows you order of magnitude a little bit of what we're talking about here for that bank. But it is not a small bank. I mean, relatively speaking, it is. But this is a significant blow for the banking industry, and they are concerned that it could spread. In fact, it's kind of interesting that Wells Fargo would come out and say they had some technical issues that are causing customers to report missing deposits. Yeah, you don't want technical issues to pop up during something like this. That is going to get people even more nervous. So that, not good. Other banks, are really nervous. I think, what did I read? It was Bank of America or a different one where they were saying, they're trying to calm people's nerves, saying everything is fine. Don't go to the bank. Don't try to withdraw your deposits. Now, I have been saying for years now, be the bank. And that has varying, meanings to me. I do private mortgage lending like a bank. That's one thing. I stack gold like central banks do. That's another thing. But the primary meaning behind be the bank is I urge people to be the bank of Yankee or be the bank of whoever it is, right? Or whoever you are, establish your own deposits on your own, in your own private bank, in your own vault. Have your own deposits of cash. Obviously, use the bank for convenience, paying your bills monthly and so forth. Have something in your checking. But get the preponderance of your wealth out of the banking cartel. Because, see, you have to understand these banks are all interconnected. It's not like this mom and pop bank where you go in, you put your money on deposit. They get the box, like it's a wonderful life. They take your deposits, they put it inside a vault, and they lend it out, and if you need it, that's fine, and you can come and get it. No, they are all interdependent. They are all lending against each other. They're all investing and speculating. A lot of them, and especially the larger investment banks, are speculating in areas where they are trying to make money. All right. They used to make money predominantly through lending your deposits. That is not the largest amount of revenue for a bank. The largest is in their investments. So they're trying to get you into other instruments, other investment vehicles at the bank in order to make money. And it has been a challenge to make money. But in the years of zero interest rate policy, it was a lot easier for banks, and now with interest rates going up, it's putting stresses on the system. I mentioned last night during Silver Pros with my good friend Silver Dragons that the Fed is determined to raise rates until they break something. And they're going to break something. I said that. I said it's going to be the stock market, or it's going to be the bond market, or it's going to be, I said, the real estate market. And then I said, but the one area that I am most concerned about is in the credit markets, the banking system. If that fails, if credit seizes and there is a run, that is the fear that I have. And that is probably the worst thing that could happen. That is what caused the crisis of 2008. Actually, it did stem from a lot of poor lending practices, and we had people were tapping into their equity. They were extending themselves far more than they should, and there was a subprime crisis. One of the things that I remember distinctly during the subprime or poor type of bonds and loans was that was contained. I don't know if you remember this too, but they said that the subprime crisis that we were starting to see was contained and it wouldn't spill out, wouldn't be a contagion into the rest of the banking sector. And that's not the case at all. It spilled out and it caused a worldwide crisis. So there was, reforms made, and stress tests were brought into play to make sure that the banks were strong and could handle something. But honestly, I don't think they're ready at all for what could happen. Even though they so-called passed the stress tests, those stress tests really do not factor in the type of scenario that I think we're going to face with rising interest rates into a recession, or really an inflationary depression is what we're going to. So at some point, I had a feeling it's going to break. Now, is this the straw that broke the camel's back? Are we about to see a cascading effect? I don't know. I know they moved quickly. They're trying to calm everybody down, but this really could expose over leveraged and speculative investments or gambling by even large banks. We don't know what we're going to find out, but the dominoes fall because of the interconnections between the banks. If one bank is doing something crazy and another bank is speculating against that, and there's this domino setup. When you tip that first domino, it can work its way all throughout the banking industries. Well, so we'll see. But I also find it very interesting on what people are now calling for. This gets back to us stacking. So I want to talk about savers, investors, and stackers, right? So savers, I already mentioned, and I'm going to say it again. Be the bank. If I haven't gotten through to you until today, then maybe today and what the news is will somehow, push you to that next step. You need to go to your bank and you need to take out any unnecessary savings in the bank. In other words, if you don't need to tap into it right away, I was talking to somebody at Tim's today who literally just sold his house and he has all this money, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. And he's like, what do I do? Take all that money out in cash? I said, well, what do you plan on doing it in the next few weeks? Oh, I have plans. I'm going to buy another. It's like, okay, fine. If you're going to be doing that short term, then fine, leave it in there short term. But there's no reason to be leaving large amounts of money in a public bank. There isn't, not long term. So that's the first thing. For savers, you need to be careful. The next thing is investors. So what we saw in the stock market today, I think, is indicative of the frothiness of the markets and how risk uh, um, to- intolerant they are. That this type of news can cause a significant downturn in all the markets. We'll talk about gold and silver in a minute, but this is also something to be very concerned about. I've been out of the stock market now for many years, a little bit, tiny bit in some speculative plays in commodities and mining stocks, but that's just a small amount. The majority is out of there. But I do think that's important in your stock market portfolio. The whole 60-40 stock bond, mantra and past wisdom is, in my opinion, not the wisdom for this decade. That's just my opinion. You do you if you want. I'm not a professional financial certified advisor, but that is what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm being the bank in that regard and avoiding the markets largely. The other thing is silver and gold. So what happened? Well, let's bring up a gold chart for you guys to see. This is today. I'm going to close these little nag screens here. But, the news broke. You can see what gold did. We're up to 1860, almost 67, up 2%. That was a big jump, guys. Silver also. Good sizable jump there, 2.31%. You can see it leveled off a bit, but it definitely responded. I was at Tim's, as I mentioned, stopped in, and I bought these silver rounds. And it was in Tim's where people were just talking like crazy about this banking failure, Silicon Valley Bank. Everybody was abuzz. Tim was talking about it, and he actually, I'll be dropping a Tim video where he said some interesting words over it as well. But that was, I wanted to get a bunch of rounds right away. And so I bought 20, nice tube of those. And then I did pick up some other rounds too, some really, really cool stuff. You'll see it more in the video. I like these. And they're all, I think 16 of them. So yeah, I bought more silver. But I'm glad I bought 20 ounces. Actually, I'll take a look at the chat really quick here. Gold hasn't gone down. I'm waiting for I can buy some. Thank you for this info. No problem, Albie. My privilege. I was hoping it would go lower and I would stock up. Now, I still think silver and gold have a downside potential here, short of this banking issue. Let's say it all smooths out. Excuse me. Let's say the Fed jumps in or the FDIC jumps in like they are, and everybody calms down. There's no contagion. Everything is fine. Nothing to see here. Move along, right? I believe at that point you'll start to see the panic subside. Markets will rebound. Silver and gold will drop again. Your buying opportunity will be back, especially in light of what the Federal Reserve wants to do to battle inflation, or at least claims they want to do to battle inflation, and that is raise interest rates a lot. The half point or 50 basis points has now become 75 basis point expectation in the future. So we're going to see rates go into the mid and upper 5%. Who knows? They may go even higher, but the point is they want everyone to think that their battle with inflation is still on. Can they do that? I think they're going to try, and I did say until they break something, so maybe this is it. Now, I saw something else in the news that made me go, this could be interesting right here. Silicon Valley Bank crisis will force the Fed to slash rates by 100 basis points to prevent the contagion, a market guru says. I love these market gurus. There's our friend right there. Jay, you the man. All right, so let's see. Who is the guru? I'm still looking here. Did I miss the name at the top here? Federal Reserve to cut. Silicon Valley meltdown. Larry McDonald. There he is. All right. So Larry, good old Larry. He says the Fed's going to have to step in and reverse course. Forget the pause. This is a pivot, a hard pivot. Cutting rates. Now, if that happens, if they cut an entire point, well, then it's off to the races. Gold and silver going up, guys, way up. That is the move that I've been waiting for. I didn't think it would happen. I still doubt that it's going to happen in the next few months, but sometime this year, I do believe that the pause will hit, and then the pivot will come. And when that happens, our buying opportunity is going to get a lot harder. So, I did say last night, if you watched Silver Pros, I said that I was slowing down my silver purchases just a little bit. I'm tapping the brakes just a tad. But that may not be the wisest course eventually. You're going to need to figure this out for yourself. At some point, I think we're going to bottom out. And if this whole crisis situation with the bank, Silicon Valley Bank, doesn't spread, I still think silver and gold have a chance to go much lower. Silver, I think, could hit 16 or 17, somewhere in that area before the pause and pivot. But if this expands, all bets are off. Hopefully you have been stacking up to this point. If not, then I highly recommend you do that. Highly recommend. And yes, J Hike, SD Bullion, all the online bullion dealers are probably getting slammed right now. I know, again, my local coin shop dealer, Tim, was out the door. It was an amazing sight. And then, tomorrow, Saturday, I think it's going to be the same. But it was just trickling in. I was busy, so I hadn't seen the news until I was in there. And that's when it broke. That's when at least it broke for me. And people were all talking about it. All right, I'm going to open up the call line and allow people to call in to chat about this, anything else stacking related. The number should be scrolling in the chat. Yeah. Oh, and there's something else I want to try, guys. I need to practice and get the wheel of names working for next Thursday. All right. And I tested something out last night and it didn't work as designed. So I might need all of your help, almost 1,000 of you watching right now, to do a mock giveaway. Well, maybe not a mock giveaway, but maybe a giveaway. I'm going to try using the same program that my wonderful son-in-law put together. But this time I am going to probably put the ever-loving slow mode on again. I know you guys hate slow mode, but I'm going to probably put it on at maximum just for the harvesting of the names in the chat. Not yet. I'm going to open the call line first. But for those of you who don't know my number, let me put that in there as well. Mods, you can feel free to also help me out later on by putting anything in there. So this is the call line. If you're interested in calling in and chatting about this, I'm going to open it up right now. So the call line is now open. Feel free to call in. All right. I'm not going to answer that one. That's the call line. That looked like it said spam. So I'm gonna if it wasn't spam, I apologize. But try calling in again. The line is open. The number is in the chat. There it is again. If you'd like to ask any questions, what is a GAW? Well, there's a question, VK. Give away. That's what it stands for. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Yeah, hi. I was calling to find out if the silver goes up, should we sell any of it?
If silver goes up, should we sell any of it? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Should we? I'm saying if it goes up to like $200 to $300 ounce, like they were talking, should we sell any of it?
All right. Well, let's talk about really quick the different levels of where silver could go. Right. So if right now silver 20 and change, right? Are we up 21? We haven't gotten there yet, but let's say it goes to 50. Okay. I think there's going to be a lot of people selling and a whole bunch of people buying because people love to chase after, something that's rising quickly. Would I sell it? Well, you need to understand, I'm never selling my silver. I've told people that many, many times for years now. But I know some people will sell it, um, and they'll sell it for dollars. And at that point, I think the difference in premium between, say, a silver coin, like an American Silver Eagle, and a silver round will be very, very small. There won't be much difference at that price. Now, let's take it to the next level, $100. Ooh, $100, there's going to be a lot of craziness going on. People are going to be panicking and buying and selling like crazy. A lot of local coin shop dealers are going to have trouble, especially small ones being able to buy up if they don't have enough cash to be able to buy up silver that people are trying to sell. But there will be a lot of people still buying it, still chasing it. If it gets to 200, 300, at that point, we're talking about a serious collapse in our economy, the dollar. And that is really what I'm stacking for. I'm stacking for a dollar collapse. I'm stacking for the worst case scenario. I don't plan on selling it for fiat currency because I really don't want cash, depreciating cash. I'm stacking silver as a prepper stacker for goods and services to potentially barter in a worst case scenario. So in that case, I think we would be in dire straits, and we would be looking at silver completely differently. I don't think you would want cash when silver's $300. I really don't.
Okay.
I think you're going to want your
Okay.
silver for other reasons.
Okay. What about maybe selling some of it for gold then?
Now that's different. You want to maybe do a little silver to gold, play the ratio. That I would say you can do that at $50 an ounce, 60, 70. If it gets too high though, this is my concern, and I've expressed this before. You may not be able to get the target metals that you're after. If it
Okay.
gets out of control and you bring your silver in, and a pile of other people are bringing their silver in looking for gold, there may not be gold to find. It may be unattainium at that point.
Okay.
So be
All right.
careful.
Well, thank you.
Yep, no
Okay.
problem. Thank you. And by the way, what was your first name, if you don't mind me asking?
Cherie.
Cherise, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye bye. All right, guys. The call line is still open. I'm going to take a quick peek, look at the chat here. Gold is already hard to get. Well, Paul, it can be hard in some cases. Sometimes it's what it is specifically, but I saw a lot of gold going out the door at Tim's, and I know ST Bullion has it. So let's see, Pig. All right, yes, I got to give the requisite announcement, the PSA. This is not the gold giveaway live stream for the Pig. Hopefully, you guys put your magic comment in for this giveaway. But as I said in that video, March 16th. This is not March 16th. I know you guys are excited. But next Thursday is the live stream. I'm actually going to pick up my son at the airport pretty soon. So this live stream is not going to go on too much longer, but I wanted to just chat with you and give you some insights into what happened and, just, calm some people's nerves. Really, I don't think the collapse is imminent. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow or on Monday, but I do think this is rocking a lot of people's worlds. And I think it's a big, big shot over the bow, guys. You need to be really following that advice about be the bank, right? And stacking and being careful with your investments. Really, there's a lot of downside potential here. How is Yankee tonight? I'm doing great. Doing great. Put back as much as possible. All right, let's see. SD Bullion will be busy. I'm hitting the bank tomorrow. Good for you. Fish in the sticks. That's awesome. If silver goes way up, I would use some to buy an asset that makes passive income. Actually, you should be doing that now. Bill Mullencup, really, you really should be. That's my advice there. Yankee, I bought some of his buffalo. I bought some of this buffaloes. They weigh heavy at 32. Is that normal? I they, they weigh heavy. Well, you should definitely weigh them, test them out, test all your metals. I'm not sure if it is. Maybe it is a little bit heavy. I'm not sure. Thank you, Yankee, for all the info. Great. Silver for crypto? No, thank you. I want nothing to do with the crypto casino. Push-ups. This ain't salad. Ain't metal. I'm not going to do any push-ups, but I did see a super chat. Was it Mike? Mike Russ, thank you so much for that $1.99 super chat. And Patrick Johnson super chatted $10. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I didn't go live to get super chats tonight at all, guys. I'm not. Well, I might give away something. Let me think here. Let's test a giveaway. Then I'm going to end the stream because this is not meant to be a long stream tonight. And then maybe we could all raid Silver Dragon's live stream. Okay, I jumped on his live stream. I don't like to do that to people, but we'll do that. We'll do a giveaway, and I want to test the live chat. See if I can get all 900 plus, or actually it's 1,000 now. Oh man, I gotta fix the. Look at that. It says 1,010, but the zero is off the. I gotta fix my screen there, man. 1,000. That is fantastic. So we'll do a test giveaway for the big one next Thursday. Oh, and hold on. Let me show you what we're giving away next Thursday. You're gonna love this. I gotta go over here. Hold on. Sneak peek. This is a sneak peek, guys. You're going to love this. This is incredible. Yes, obviously, Piggy's going. Piggy is definitely going. But there's more. More than just the Piggy. There's going to be all kinds of silver giveaways during that live stream, guys. Look at the bars. SD Bullion's giving away 5-ounce bars, Liberty bars. Oh, man, all kinds of silver. Okay, that's enough. Oh, and maybe a little bit of extra gold, too. Oh, yeah, it's going to be crazy, guys. You are not going to want to miss that live stream. But we need to practice a giveaway. How about this? Since we've been talking about Buffalo rounds, how about if I do a Buffalo round giveaway? And let's just put that down there. And then I need to put in Silver Dragons. Yeah, I definitely need to put in Silver Dragons channel. That would be nice, right? We really should all just raid his live stream. That would be so cool. So here is his live stream. Don't go yet because you don't want to miss out on the giveaway. But I'll put that in again later. We are going to raid his live stream. All right, but first I want to test the giveaway. So bear with me here, guys. I'm going to, let's see. Oh, more super chats came in. William Jones, $5. Thank you. Only been stacking for 3 years. Price going up so fast has me scared. Don't be scared, William. Don't be scared. Don't panic stack. I did a video on that once. Don't panic stack. Super. Oh, look at that. Coin Crew's in the house. Has super chatted $5. Let's start this train on the way out. Okay. Well, thanks, Coin Crew. Appreciate that. We're going to do a giveaway test first, and then we'll raid Silver Dragon's live stream. All right. Let's see. I want to bring up, I'm going to put you all in slow mode. Don't go anywhere. All right. Don't go. This is a test for me. This is going to be a dramatic slow mode. So this means that you guys, I go up to 300 seconds. This is the max slow mode. All right. There it is, right? Did I see it pop up yet? There, slow mode is on. You can send a message every 5 minutes. So be careful here. Once you put it in, that's it. Now I'm gonna try to gather. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I gotta get the right live stream here. Give me a second. Let me go to my channel. Make sure I get the right stream. This is a good test for me. This is really good. This will help me. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me on this. All right, here. All right, here. All right. Okay, so I got that. Let me put that into this. Is it the watch? Is that right? think that's it. I think that's the right text. Hope. Save. All right. And then I'm going to run this. And hopefully it won't go away. It keeps running. Keeps running. All right. There's the output. Awesome. All right. So I'm seeing some output. Now, this is what you got to do to enter this 1 ounce Buffalo Round giveaway. Put something in the chat. Doesn't matter what it is. Just get something in the chat. But remember, it's ultra slow mode. All right. So that's it. You can only put something in. You got to wait for 5 minutes. It's a mock giveaway. You're right. This is a test. This is the test. I got to make sure all those silver giveaways go without a hitch next week. So that was the other reason why I wanted to do this live stream. I needed another test. So I'm going to give you guys a few, maybe 30 seconds more. All right. Something in the chat, doesn't matter what. There's always somebody out there that takes it literally when I say that. So this is huge slow mode. And for those of you that are missing Tim, I am going to be dropping another Tim video on Monday. I also plan on having Tim join me live. Maybe at the end of the month. He is one busy guy, let me tell you. But hopefully I'll be able to get him on live with me again. And let's see. Give it about 5 more seconds. Then I'm going to stop this. I'm going to bring up the wheel of names. We'll see if I could get, what do we got? 977 people. All right. The chat seems to be going fast, but not quite as fast as last night. That was crazy last night. All right, so we did get a few more super chats. I want to thank people like Liberty Night Gaming, super chatted $10. You inspired me, and I'm starting a silver stacking channel as well to show the progress I have been making on my stack. I just got to the 1 halfway point to my first 500 ounces. So 250 ounces, that's fantastic, Liberty. Imperial Maki Silver, nice stack. All right, thank you so much for the $10, and good luck on your channel. Daryl Bennett, super chatted $5. Thanks so much, guys. That is really nice of you. I appreciate it. All right. I want to make sure also that I have, did I turn off? Let me just double check that I turned something off here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Am I off? I am off. Okay, so the call line is closed. I want to make sure I left it that way. Now, this is it. I'm going to harvest the names. Hopefully, it's going to go really well here. I gave you guys plenty of time. Control-C it. And then I'm going to dedupe it. Let's see if I get output. All right. Well, it looks like I got quite a bit here. I'll copy. Let me just throw it into the wheel of names. See how many I get here. 384. 384. Now that deduplicated some. Took out all the dupes. I don't know. Did only 384 people? Wonder if I let it go long enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. The other challenge is this program that my son-in-law wrote. We were discussing it late last night because of what happened during Silver Pros, and he's coding this week. He's really trying to get this thing right. It's so difficult to extract all the live participants because it can scroll right off the chat and then they're lost. So my old way was to gather participants within the chat screen, but it would freeze right when I would ask you guys to put something in the chat. 1,000 people slamming the chat, and it would just freeze solid. And I've tried multiple computers, multiple browsers. It's YouTube. It's not me. So, I'm trying to do this so I don't have to give up on the wheel of names and just retire it and go to a much more boring way of doing the giveaway. So that's my goal. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. All right, so let's stop this gathering. All right, and then let's do this and see if how many people I can add. All right, so there's the output there. Let's add those people in. All copy. Let's go to the bottom. All right, and then I'll paste those in. And then I will, that's 5. Okay, so if I go in and say make sure there are no duplicates, I do not display duplicates. Now I've got 544 people. Huh. Wow. I guess maybe I'll run it one last time. Man, I don't want to have to do this. Really don't. I know the slow mode is driving people bonkers. This is a test. I'm not spinning the wheel yet, Robert. Hold on. This is my name on there, MR. I don't know. Let me sort this. MR. Oh, but it's duplicated here, but it won't be duplicated on the wheel. That's the difference. So if you go in here, if I display duplicates, it will show. If I don't do that, it'll take any duplicates that you see in here and it will take them out on the wheel. So if I watch the wheel, there should be no duplicate names appearing on the wheel. I'm watching it carefully here. Yeah, it looks like there's no duplicates. This is in alphabetical order. All right. Man, I guess that's it. I don't know. Maybe there's only 544 people that have actually chatted something. I know people watch on the television set sometimes and they can't actually interact with the live stream. But I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to throw those names after about 10 seconds in, see if it goes up, and then I will spin the wheel. All right. Let's see. Give it a few more seconds. Man, I don't know. He's doing a complete rewrite, he told me. He's like, that's it. I'm going to rewrite the whole program all over again. He has the API. He's trying to, tap into behind the scenes YouTube. If it doesn't, and there's no product out there. I have Googled my head off looking for any product that would do this. If somebody knows of a live stream giveaway harvester, that live stream, not comments, I got that down, but in a live stream that will extract all the participants of a live stream into a text file, email me, please, yankee.stacking@gmail.com. I'm getting kind of desperate now, guys. This is coming down to the wire. All right, so let me take this file. I'm going to throw these last few names in. It's not a lot here. Go down to the bottom. Oops. Go down here. Paste in. I'm up to 654. I think that's probably the best I'm going to be able to go. Man. Oop. Yeah. Okay, so I do see a lot of duplicates in here, but just to make sure, display duplicates is off, so you will only have one chance on the wheel. Now I'm going to shuffle it up really well, guys. For those new here and don't know what that gray box on the left-hand side is, that is to, if I didn't have that and I displayed all the names on the wheel, you wouldn't be able to read the names. So it disappears into it on the left here and it pops out eventually from the top. So that's just like the vortex, if you will. So it goes into the vortex, spins around a while and then pops out. All right. So I'll shuffle it a few more times. And here's the spin, guys. Good luck. This is for the 1 ounce silver buffalo round. Don't forget my name, says Beach Junkies. Hey, if the name's on there, the name's on there. Oh, man. Here we go. We see Mark, Patrick, Commander, Rick, Mudster, MM, and My Silver Journey. My Silver Journey. Hold on. There it is. Congratulations on My Silver Journey. You got the 1 ounce buffalo round, and that increases your silver journey. So congratulations, guys. And now I want you all to go over to Silver Dragon's channel, please. Silver Dragons. I'm going to put that link in, guys. Let's all go in there and say this is a raid from Yankee Stacking. Okay, let me give you the link just in case. Here is the live stream live stream link right there. Thank you, Knox Stacks, for throwing that in there. Let's all go over there right now and say it's a raid. All right, raid, RAID. Let's go, guys. And thanks so much for watching. I hope your day